And I'm eating Oreo cookies. I've decided to take the time and listen to episode 1. Actually, episode 235, which is episode 1 of the CK series, according to people who are criticizing Candace Owen. The title is They Are Lying About CK. It was a month ago. I'm guessing it's maybe about a few days after the unfortunate incident that happened. So now I'm going to listen, because I didn't listen. Again, it took me a few days for one of my, panelists to tell me to start listening to her. So now I'm going to listen to her from the first episode. And I'm going to spend the next few days listening to everything she has to say about CK. That's what I'm going to do. And I'm going to report it. It's going to be a watch party. I should have said that from the first time, because I listened to today's episode. This is a watch party. I'm going to listen to everything this woman has to say about what happened to CK. I'm going to give my honest opinion about her. A lot of people's not going to like it, what I have to say about her. If she ever listens, which I'm sure she won't like what I have to say about her. But we're going to have this conversation, because this is a lot. And my opinion, I don't even know what my opinion is. Is she doing a lot, or is she not doing a lot? If the guy was her friend, her real friend, if that was my friend, wouldn't I do the same thing? If that was my real close friend, if that was my family, would I be out there yelling at the top of my head saying, hey, they did my friend wrong, and it needs to be investigated, and they're not doing enough, and they're lying? Would I be doing the same thing as she? Would I be that person saying, hey, what the hell? Would I be that person? So I'm going to listen to the first episode, because I didn't listen to the first episode before. So now I'm going to listen to the first episode, which is episode 235. So she starts out saying, I'm going to get right into it, and they unalived my friend before the world. She said, as researching for answers, the one that's being supplied to us. So collectively, from the very beginning, now I'm listening to what Carrie Smith says, and I don't agree about, I don't know where I believe as far as the cult, but she comes in with saying us. Bringing together the group of people. The people who she feels share her views about what happened. Let's continue. She's saying a lot of people are speaking too much and speaking on behalf of other people, and she doesn't like it. She's talking about his wife. I'm just gonna call her EK, because I don't want to name. I'm gonna try to prevent from actually, unless she's talking about a specific conservative spokesperson or other people that's reporting on her. I'll name names, because she's talking about them, and you guys could research it themselves. But I'm gonna try very hard not to name the family, so you know who we're talking about. I'll use the abbreviation. So now she's talking about EK now. Go ahead. She felt that the EK word was very powerful after the incident that happened to her husband. Okay, I'm going to be honest about that. I'm going to fast forward. As a fellow survivor, I'm going to respect this moment because I didn't want to look at EK's statement. I heard a lot of statements after the fact, a lot of critique on Twitter about how her statement came across. She lost her husband in a very violent way, and she feels a certain way. You know, she ends up being the actual president or the executive director, or whatever position they gave her, of the organization her husband in. All right? Now, I've worked with survivors for several years. I'm a GV advocate. I've worked with survivors. I've seen how many different survivors handle the situation. I've very rarely seen a survivor go out full-blown media coverage, looking glammed up. And this is why I don't even want to watch this. But I'm going to say my opinion, and after that I'm going to let it go. Because I'm going to try to be respectful of her as a survivor. None of the survivors that I've worked with, that I've personally worked with, I've seen come out glammed up from head to toe to give a speech to the community after a horrific incident happened to them. But spokespersons, political leaders, they are a different breed. Even celebrities, most of them would say, please give us, they'll put a little post out, but they say, please allow us to have our peace and privacy at this time. The fact that she came outside and she did all this already gave me pause. The messaging in itself, from what I'm being read, also gave me pause. But again, I'm going to leave it be, and I'm going to move forward because I do not want to hear her speech. All right, so let's go on. So I'm skipping this part. You guys can listen to her speech because Candace played it, and let's continue on. She said that she's not a crier. So she said that she's not a crier. But this weekend, she wept. She ain't the only crier for Charlie. She wept for Charlie. That's what she said. Go ahead, girl. Yeah. Candace, I'm not watching the tribute that she did on CK. I'm not doing it. I'm going to leave it. There's certain things I don't. Maybe I'll go back and watch it later. Right now, I'm not going to watch it. I just want to see her first full interview after this incident happened. But she said, if you want to see me in my full grief and the moment I was in, you could go look at the video because I gave it all to you. This is what I'm getting from this, what she just said. Let's continue. She said, I watched my friend got pew pew in the neck, and that's what happened. Yep. And she said that he was publicly, she used the E word, ECU, no, EXC. I'm not even spelling. She used the E word to say pew pew in front of the world. Go ahead, girl. Now the question is why. She said when you're in the state of grief, you go through a lot of emotion. You go through a lot of emotion. This is true, Candace. When you lose someone, especially in a violent way, you do go through a lot of emotions. And there's a lot of emotions when it comes to grief. And the more that you love the person, everybody loves their persons that are alive, but the deeper the connection, the harder the stages of grief is. So she says she now has arrived, and that's episode 235, in anger. She's angry now. Go ahead, girl. She said the audacity of some people. Well, she said it was much restraint. Girl, she said that she was restrained. I guess the restraint came off, girl. Because everything that you said from a month ago to now, the tea that you spilled. Let's go. All right. She said she had to go speak to a priest. And she said she had to go to confessions. So, girl, did your priest give you authority to come out here and spill the tea? Did your priest give you the authority to spread the tea the way you are spreading among the MAGA community? That's what I'm trying to understand. Did the priest tell you what you're doing is okay? Because it's fine with me. Because I'm getting a lot of tea. I'm getting a lot of insight. I haven't watched everything she did. But at least I'm beginning to watch. I'm beginning to pay attention. I'm aghast. I'm flabbergasted. I'm everything listening to her. Doing some of the shows, and we're going to rewatch it, and we're going to still re-comment on it. I'm holding on to my breath like, hey, girl, did you actually say that in public? So I'm all in for the tea when it comes to this community. I'm not even going to lie to you. If I tell you that I'm not in for the tea, then call me a damn liar. I'm all in for the tea when it comes to Candace Owens. I'm just shocked that she decided to do it. I'm just shocked that she decided to burn the world down. At least her world. I'm just shocked. Again, I don't know the woman. I just know her persona. I know the few things that she said of black women, black people in a whole. I don't particularly like a lot of the stuff that she said. This is the reason why I don't like her. So I never listened to her until now. But one thing I could tell you, what she's doing, as far as exposing everything, is the most audacious stuff that I've seen. And you see, Candace, I do have big words that I've seen in my lifetime. And I thought I was crazy. So anyway, let's continue listening. Again, They Are Lying About CK, episode 235. Go ahead, girl. She says she wants to respond with CK. So she's angry because people were saying this is what he thought and this is how he should be remembered. So she's pissed off about that. she feels it's inappropriate. So you started out by telling us that what the people are doing is inappropriate. So now they're reversing everything on you and saying everything that you're doing is inappropriate. Interesting. Go ahead, girl. How the table has turned. She said she didn't know what to do. She said she didn't know what to do, so all she could do after speaking to her priest, and going to church, is spend time scrolling to all the messages that CK sent her. She said there's a ton of them. She kept on coming back. She came back. She went back, looking at the many videos of them together dancing to the song Power. I don't even want to know what the song Power is. There are some songs that I already associated with the political party, with Hillary Clinton, with Kamala Harris, with Biden. There's certain songs that I cannot hear again. They're campaign songs that I can't hear without me going through the PTSD moment, stress, without me being stressed out. So I don't want to take another song that you are talking about when you talk about you and him dancing and listen to it, because I don't want to do any association. Maybe I know the song Power, maybe I don't. But apparently that was their song, Power, and they used to dance to it. Okay, so I'm guessing that the person who wrote the song is named DA, because she reached out to him after the unalignment, I'm guessing, of CK to find out why he wrote the song. He said the song, the reason why they heard the song is because the song was show you how to have the ability to find yourself becoming what you're capable of becoming inside a matrix, when you realize that everything is dishonest and everything is performative. So is this the first time she ever used the word matrix? So is she saying that she's not Neil? She's not Neil. What's the other? Neo. She's not Neo. Matrix characters. I know his name, but I want to say it. Is she Morpheus? Because she's definitely not Neo. I don't get Neo for Candace. So is she's calling herself Morpheus? If she's the one, is she the one that's giving the blue versus the red pill, and she expect people to decide which one they're gonna pick? Okay. All right. Because this is, I don't know if she talked about the Matrix before, but this is, but I did hear her say it a few more times after I started listening to her. But this is interesting. Let's continue. She said people are gonna try to stop you. That's the song. It's supposed to prevent that. There's a lot of people that's gonna lie and try to stop you from being great. So she's talking about the question that he asked at the end of the song. That's the most important. Yay, us. Do you have the power to let power go? That's the song. At the end of the day, she wants us to figure out if we have the power to let power go. Hmm. So that's the name of the song. That's the name of the song that she and CK used to dance to. Okay. All right, go ahead, girl. Do you have the power to say no to power? Okay, so apparently she did. This is when she started talking about that CK was going through a spiritual transformation at the end. I think that's what's making a lot of the MAGA community cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. I think her fight, her argument that CK was going through a transformation, a religious transformation, is what blowing everybody heads. Like, they're going through it. They can't believe that she has the nerve to come out and start talking about that. Now, I don't know what religious, because I'm still trying to figure out myself. Was CK one religious versus another? Again, I want to be very careful and not talk about specific religion. I want to be very careful about not talking directly about the family, using their name. My views is just an overview of what she says and what I'm getting out of it. Because I am not part of either of the communities, and I don't want to get caught up on no big fight. I don't know enough about either of the communities. One time I asked a couple of questions about one of the big community, the one that's at war right now, that's doing a lot of the stuff that they're currently doing. In response, the last time I spoke to them about them, I got in trouble with some of the advocates that I've worked with for many years. So I decided a long time ago that I'm not going to talk about people, other communities, if I'm not part of it. I could talk about being a black woman. I could talk about being a black woman in America. I could talk about being a mother, being a grandmother. I even talk about playing slots. I could talk about the stuff that I know. But other stuff I don't know, I try very hard to just, leave it be, because especially if it becomes too controversial, I let it go. But she's saying the thing that pissed everybody off is when she said the words about him expressing concern about his religion and his beliefs on what's going on. And she said now all the usual suspects are angry. So apparently from the first video that she did, I guess she was tweeting, because this look like this is the first real video besides her tribute. I think this is her first real video after the incident happened. So she said she already know they're attacking her. She already know that they were attacking her. Even before she did all that, she already know they're attacking me. That's what she said. They're already attacking me. They saying that she shouldn't be saying this or that. She shouldn't be making these statements and stuff like that. Wow. She said that they're trying to make her fearful and not to speak out about the stuff that she knows. She said, I'm not feeling very fearful right now. She said, I'm very angry. She says that she found CK favorite portion of the song Power, and that she is going to she could share it. She said it feels very relevant. Okay, so then now she shows the message, right? There's a picture of him on top. She spelled out his name. And this is what the message say. I just needed time alone with my own thoughts. Got treasures in my mind, but can't open up my own vault. My childlike creativity, purity, and honesty is honestly being crowded by these grown thoughts. Reality is catching up with me, taking my inner child. I'm fighting for custody with those responsibilities that they entrust me. I have no idea what kind of damn song that is. What is this, a pop? She says the song Power. So what is this? A religious song? Is this a rock song? Is it what kind of song is this? I don't even want to look it up. I probably know it. No, I'm not gonna look it up. Go ahead. Yeah, I'm sure I know the song. She read the same statement I just read. You know what kills me? Let's pause for this. I'm reading this. Just needed time alone with my own thoughts. God treasures in my mind, but can't open up my own vault. My childlike creativity, purity, and honesty is honestly being crowded by those grown thoughts. Reality is catching up with me, taking my inner child. I'm fighting for custody with these responsibilities that they entrust me. Let me tell you that way. This is where it becomes a problem for me. You guys knew the corruption that was there prior to doing what you guys do. You guys cannot tell me. She cannot tell me because I can't talk about the young man because he's no longer here. Respect to his memory. I don't know what he thought. I didn't follow him, so I'm gonna leave him be. Right? May he rest in peace. But you, girl, you knew damn well all the corruption. Oh, sorry, guys, that was out there. You knew damn well all the corruptions that was out there. You knew damn well there's corruption out there. You knew it. You knew a lot of stuff they were saying was lies. You sat there and you watched them lie. You knew they were lies, Candace. And as a result of wanting to get things done your own way, you allowed the lies to flow. There's no way you could tell me that with all the people that you've been working with, dealing with, you come across, especially now that you're revealing all their tea. There's no way you didn't know these people was lying before. There's no way. But anyway, so she read those words. Apparently, that's the favorite song. That's the favorite lyrics of the song. So she's reading it again. She's saying that the reason why he shared this with her is because that's the moment where he started saying that all of this stuff is becoming very hard for him because he wanted to say what he believed. And she's saying that he said that they said that he's not allowed to believe that. She said that she feels that he felt that they were saying that since you cannot be yourself or think like that, that you were fighting for the custody of yourself. I like that statement. I'm probably going to use it again, Candace. I'm just letting you know. Fighting for the custody of yourself. Very interesting words. You want to be clear with us? That she believes the fact that she knows that Taurus are in it. She said that she wants to believe, she wants us to know, and she believes that CK was fighting for the custody of himself. Against who, girl? Against who? She want to say it plainly. She said all the lies that are being told about CK needs to be slapped down right now. Okay, she started. She said there's one person that's been out here acting like that. He is a weirdo. I mean, widow. Did you say widow? Like the man wife widow? Hold on, let me go back. Girl. Yeah, we know. Whatever, girl. Hold on, I'll go back a little bit. Yeah, she said it. She said that there's this one person that's out here acting like he is the widow. He is a widow. She said he is saying the absolute most and tweeting. Lord, girl. The first episode is crazy, girl. I'm only 6 minutes in, girl. You already causing what? She said he's tweeting. She said that he's tweeting about what happened to CK and he's doing minute to minute. Sorry, guys, I just got a burp. She said he's doing hits on foreign country. Go ahead, girl. She said, oh, are you talking about the man himself? She said that he made time to go on Fox News. Okay, here we go. I'm not going to name his name. I thought you were talking about a content creator or somebody that was part of the conservative. She just sat here and said that the leader of the big country across the sea that's fighting the occupant, and the occupant or the people that lives, I don't want to say, I don't even know what you see, I don't want to get in trouble. You see the people who's fighting his neighbors. Can we say that? Who's fighting his neighbors because they have the land too. The leader of the biggest country, one of the biggest country across the sea that's currently fighting the neighbors, and I'm not talking about Ukraine or Russia, I'm talking about the other war. She's saying that leader is acting like CK's widow. She said even though he's fighting a big war, he found time to go on Fox News, and he's acting like the widow, giving play-by-play. Girl, Lord have mercy. Lord. No, there she go. She put the man name in. She put the man name in. She said that you would have thought that CK was close to the leader across the world. She said as close as the current occupant in the White House is close to him. She said he's acting as if him and CK are as close as he is with the current occupant of the White House. That is crazy. Lord have mercy. No, she didn't. Girl, stop. She said she doesn't remember the wife, EK, mentioning the leader across the pond in the speech. She said the way he presented it is that this is the worst loss for him, but she said she doesn't think that is the truth. She doesn't believe that is the truth. In fact, she said that the leader across the pond, the one that's acting like the widow, is representing some of the stuff that actually happened. Candace. Miss Candace Owens. If this guy is as dangerous as you think he is, or you say he is, or other people say he is, why are you directly, verbally attacking this man by name? What's the point of attacking this man directly by name, Miss Candace Owens? So anyway, she's going to play the video of what he had to say. Go ahead, Miss Owens. Go ahead. Okay, I get it. Okay, girl. She's playing his clip of what he says. What he said on Fox News. Okay, girl. All right, you may have a point. Hold on. You may have a point. I just stopped it because you may have a point, girl. I don't want to give you no points, but girl, Candace, you may have a point. What world leader who's in the middle of a huge incident in his country, huge devastating incident, is going to take the time to come on national TV and talk about someone unless they're close to them. So you're saying that he wasn't close to CK? Because he's coming out and he's saying his wife, his family, and now he's about to say something about his son was close to this guy. But what world leader would take the time to talk about somebody like that? Let's see what else he had to say. He called her his widow. That's crazy. So they talk about the 2019 visit. His son had lunch with CK and EK. Okay. She said they shattered as human being because he said a great human being has been taken from us. Okay. That sounds like possession right there. Sound like he was a friend. Candace, that sound like he was a friend, according to him. He said he was an extraordinary friend, girl. That's it. He said that. That's what he said. He said that was his buddy. So he said he wrote a letter on May 2nd. He said, one of my greatest joys, this is not, he's reading the letter that was sent to him by CK in May. So he's reading that letter. He said, CK said that his greatest, what did he say? The greatest joy? I want to make sure that I say it correctly. What did he say? What did he say? Mm-hmm. So apparently the letter was sent in May of this year, 2025, and he was just saying that one of his greatest work, I guess, is to be in alliance with that big country across the pond. So he's just reading the fact that CK said that he was an alliance, so he was trying to build an alliance between that big country and Christianity. Christianity, I guess, you know. All right, let's go. So he's saying now, you know, widow number 2, according to Candace Owen, that he actually called and spoke to him a couple of days before the incident happened. He said that he valued the bond, meaning CK valued the bond between America and the country across the way. You know what I find interesting? I think what I find most interesting about this is the fact that the previous administration supported that big country and send the funds and stuff like that in order for that country to fight, right? They supported, a lot of people supported. There was a lot of criticism of that support. I guess this is where Candace come in, right? Because there's a lot of criticism and support under the prior administration. I don't understand how anybody thought that when the new administration came, there was going to be a change. I don't get it. Because power is power, right? Power is power. Power begots power. Let's go. So he said that CK did a lot of stuff to defend free speech. After, unfortunately, his unalivement, a lot of people, a lot of companies, a lot of people worked very hard to stop free speech, including TikTok, who actually started giving a lot of warning and strikes, depending on what the conversation was. Social media did, company did. For a person who actually fought for speech, a lot of people had a lot of things to do in stopping free speech when it came to that incident. Apparently, there was supposed to be a debate between him and CK. There was supposed to be a debate that's done that CK wanted to happen, and unfortunately didn't happen. Oh my God! Now he's talking about the fact that the current occupant almost got on live twice, and he almost got on live. I guess it's all because of a bunch of people who want to stop free speech. I don't know. So he's saying that the leader of the world, of course, he wants her to believe that he was so close that he that that CK called him. Mm. Go ahead, girl. I'm listening. And invite him to the country. So he came out to say, hey, this gentleman, unfortunately he unalived himself, but he was a big supporter of us to the point that that he was about to come to our country. He's saying there has to be more to the story. Lord, no, you did not. So this is where it begins. She's now calling the leader of the other country a liar. Like, she used the word, the letter seriously misrepresent. You're calling a man a liar. That's what you're doing. You're calling him a liar. No matter who he is the leadership leader. He's the leader of a country. She wants him to reveal the whole letter, because she said that she believed that the letter that was done in May misrepresented everything. Go ahead, girl. Okay, so now this is where she officially says that CK felt that that big country was influencing America, and that he felt a certain way about it, and that He said that there was a conflict with his belief with free speech. She's saying that there's a letter. Oh, sorry, guys. Oops. No, I don't want to hear what she... Nope, I'm not doing that. I'm sorry, guys. Give me 1 second. I think I said that he talked about the current occupant, them trying to unalive the current occupant twice, and they try to unalive him also. That's what I don't, if I didn't say it before, I'm saying it now. And then he said that, they got CK and it's heartbreaking. So she just looked at the camera and she said, "Who is they?" She said, "Who's they? Who got CK?" She said, "We don't have to speak conspiracy, but she's wondering." And she said that he said he's speaking a lot. He said that it looked like it's about the leader trying to establish a narrative. Girl. A narrative that a lot of people is reinforcing, according to her. Lord, girl, child in heaven. She said that the leader of that country is making it sound as if CK was unalive because he was a supporter of that country. So she's saying, episode 235. Is this where you brought him in? Now she's saying that the occupant Twitter account sent out an image of an American flag with the flag from the other country. So she said that you want us to think that he just picked up the phone. I'm guessing CK. She's saying that now he came out publicly to say that he, meaning the leader of the other country, just all of a sudden decided he's just going to call and invite CK over to the country. She said, why would he do that? Why would he come out here and do an interview on Fox News about the unalivement of CK and saying that he was going to be invited, that he was coming to visit his country? And she doesn't like this at all. She said there's definitely a little bit more to the story. She said he's misrepresenting the letter that he held up. She said the sentences are real. Brian Calling, she's bringing up, is a dear friend of CK. So I think she said, I'm calling for BB to publish the entire letter, the whole content. Hmm. Okay, so now this is where it becomes the tea. The tea that's pissing so many people off is like, it starts at 10:39. She said that in May, CK, that's right before, we're talking about May 2025, he started being concerned about what was happening. He started being concerned and unhappy with what was happening about the country that is currently at war and its influence on America. She said that's what he was worried about. Mm-mm-mm. 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 I'm just thinking about this, guys. He's talking about his belief in free speech here in America. Lord have mercy, girl. She said that he had concerns back in May about what's happening in the other country with that war. He said, but she said his leader came out and acted like that he just wrote them a love letter. That's what she said. Jesus. She said that's what it was presented. She said that's what the leader said. That's how it's presented. That CK wanted to write a love letter and wanted to be supportive, wanted to go visit there, and she said that is a lie. That's not how it presented. She started really early on. Go ahead, girl. She said the phone call and the invite needs to be contextualized. I like your big word, girl. By the time I finish hearing every single thing you ever have to say about this thing, I'm probably going to build up my library. Because I'm definitely don't use these big words that you do, girl. Go ahead, girl. I'm listening. Okay. Okay, apparently now she's bringing in a video of CK himself to show what kind of pressure he was on. That will help contextualize what she is about to say. All right, then she showed the young man. Mm. So apparently he's on a show with Megan. They had Sirius XM. He's talking to Megan about some of the messages that he was getting. Megan said it's very irritating. I don't know which side of the wall which side of the line Megan's falling into, because right now she is trying to remain neutral. A lot of people are trying to push her to stop talking, according to Candace, stop talking to Candace and Tucker Carlson, and she's not falling for it. But it's definite civil war between the MAGAs. It's crazy. Ooh. All right, now she got this receipt. Now, this is where it gets a little crazy with other people coming out saying the opposite. Megyn Kelly just says that you should be allowed to criticize the country across the pond, the big country, right? And CK just say, but you're not allowed to, though. He just said that. Unless somebody come out and say that this is an AI and this interview never happened or this podcast never happened, he said it in his own word. Say you're not allowed to. He said it's even worse than that. He said, I want to repeat for the 5th time. She said that he amour the big country and he wants the big country to win. But there's a but. He said, but my moral character is not being put into question. He said not his decisions, but his moral character. You know what kills me? A lot of people was getting in trouble and using CK words to explain what he said or meant right before his unalivement. A lot of people. Me, myself, and I, our permanent film pass was permanently removed because I did something very similar to what Candace is doing right now. Wow. It's just wow. So let's continue to listen to what he had to say. All right, he's saying, and again, Candace is saying, and she said that he's saying, and we hear him saying it because he was saying that Megan, that a lot of people are treating him and saying that he's a bad person for what he's saying. I did not know. This is a delusional on me. I did not know. Even if Candace is completely wrong and she's completely a crazy, bat-in-the-hat woman, I did not know that this one big country that in conflict with his neighbors, that country would be the catalyst that breaks up the MAGA community. Who knew? Who knew this could have happened? Let's go. So he's saying that he said people was making him feel like a bad person because I guess he was It's not that he wasn't still supporting the bigger country and didn't want the big country. I don't know if it's bigger or smaller, the country to win. But he said that when he started questioning, the people started treating him like he's the bad guy. He said the people that's attacking him are a hyper paranoid state. Because the country's at war and the war makes it black and white and stuff like that. Lord have mercy. And you're a hammer for the nail. So he said that he's trying to be terrible. He said, what would it be if I start seeing, Lord have mercy. He said, what would it be if he started seeing a pattern of behavior similar to what his parents saw? In Germany. He named the G word. He said, how would I behave? Because it's reminding him of what his family went through. No wonder everybody's freaking out. He said, it's not defensible to be dumb. Lord have mercy, girl. Now she's back on camera. She said it's not defensible being done, and she said he was under a lot of pressure. Mm-mm-mm. She said that he told her that he couldn't invite certain people to his events. That he would, I guess, he was being dictated to as a result of why would this war in particular have such a wide-reaching range from every single powerhouse? Why? What was it? What is it? Go ahead, girl. So she said that he was getting a lot of messages, emails, and stuff like that. They were threatening to take away his funding. He said because they were upset, I guess, about his friendship with her and with Tucker Carlson, particularly Tucker Carlson. She said he was getting a lot of text messages. She said he was getting a lot of nasty text messages, of course, again about Tucker Carlson, but also her, but really about Tucker Carlson, because he's the one that was talking about it's all about America first. She said the conversation that she said the conversation he just had. She said it was in May, but she said that conversation he just had was just a month before. That would have been September, girl, not May. But go ahead. So she says that he. Hold on, I want to make sure I'm listening to this. All right, so that there was so Tucker Carlson brought up somebody named Bill Ackman, and Bill Ackman, he's a billionaire. He's a litigious billionaire. So apparently, this Bill Ackman guy was the one that was on Charlie. I'm sorry for naming his name, CK. Sorry for saying his name again. I get so I'm exhausted, so that's why I said his name on CK. She said that Tucker Carlson asked on the stage where Bill Ackman money come from. So are we getting into the conspiracy theories now, girl? He said, who is this guy, Bill Ackman? Mm-mm-mm. So the fact that Tucker Carlson and Bill Ackman, she said that he was not happy about that. Okay, go ahead. Mm. Lord have mercy, girl. Girl. She's going after the leader, this leader, hardcore girl. I don't even know what to tell you. You're going after the leader, hardcore. So she's saying that he didn't have to come out here, come to and do a big Fox News talk show to talk about what the incident. What he could have done, she said, is use his spyware to find out who did what they did to CK. That's what she said. She said, use all your spyware since you've been spying on us for years. Oh, hell no, girl. She said, she said that he came to do a propaganda for his country. Less than 24 hours after the CK was unalive. Lord, girl, you are a mess. Go ahead, girl. Tell this man off. Go ahead. She said, instead of helping us track down the person that unalive and you over here doing a propaganda for your country. Lord have mercy. All right, so now she's going to talk about the phone call. So this is the first tea. This is the first tea that she is going to release. That's why these people started they hot. I think this is the first formal tea. Let's see if this is the first formal tea that she released. Backstory, backdoor information that nobody knows unless people were there. All right, we have 15:15. We got 15:15. Let's see what she's gonna say. I'm on pins and needles. This is the first time me hearing this episode. Go ahead. She said CK was at the Hamptons and he had a couple of events. Oh, yeah, I heard this before. She said that B, because CK was at the Hamptons and B actually organized an intervention. She's saying that Charlie Thoughts was a no-no for this big country that is currently fighting a war. And we're not talking about Russia and Ukraine. We're talking about the other country. So she just came out there and just threw I could just imagine everybody else head blowing off. Like, they probably was freaking out when she said this. She said that he was surrounded by his close friends, his so-called friends. She said she used so-called friends. So she said in the Hamptons, there was an intervention, and he was surrounded by his so-called friends. Go ahead. She said Bill Brackman was very upset. And threats was made. She said, and threats were made. Girl. No wonder. This is the first video, girl. And a month later, these people, you are hatred number one. These people hate your guts. They hate your guts, girl. You came out blazing, girl. All right, let's continue. So she said Bill Ackman very upset, and threat was made. She said this is what she was told, and she said that she is very happy for him, Bill Ackman, to dispute this narrative. She said he was asked to dispute. He was asked to dispute the narrative by somebody named Max Blumenthal. Okay. Apparently, this Blumenthal guy went Bill Ackman to ask him to, I guess, to refute it or prove it. And what happened? She said that she knew what it went down. She said she knew it went down that way. She knew that there was a lot of pressure. She knew that this guy was mad at CK. She said she's hoping that they come out and try to dispute it. Now she's talking about the leader of the big country. Okay, so I get it. So she's saying that it was as a result of them doing an intervention to CK, them being very angry with him giving his opinion, right? That they actually had an intervention, and they had the leader of the big country, the one that's across the pond, actually called in, or they called him. He was on the call, or he, and he invited CK, but he said that she said that it was under duress. She said she's been in these type of situations herself. She said when she started asking, oh Lord, she's like, girl, why you keep naming these people country? She said when she started asking a question about that big country across the pond, to someone who had dedicated, because are you that someone who dedicated the political life? Did you say as someone who dedicated his political life, or to someone who dedicated the political life? Okay, she's talking about herself. She said as someone who was alongside CK for many years, supporting this country across the pond. She said she was met with the very same pressure. And just like CK was being invited to sorry, I was almost said the country across the pond. She was also, I'm guessing she said, I was also invited. She said it felt like a threat. Lord have mercy, girl. She said when the invitation arrived to her, it felt like a threat. Girl. She said not like, hey, come here and we could educate you because you're my friend. More like, this is your last chance. She said this is how it felt to him. So, girl, you felt like they threatened you that you had to come over there and do what? She said she was threatened to. Oh, here we go. Second part that she claimed. She claimed that CK was offered a ton of money in this moment. A ton of money. He was going to be funded. Spend tons of money at Turning Point. Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm-mm. He was offered a ton of money. Mm-hmm. She said Bill Ackman said that he had receipts of everything he was saying, but he didn't provide the receipts. Well, I'm just repeating what she said before. So she said that he was going to get a lot of. She said he was going to get a lot of money for Turning Point, and he denied the money. That's what she's saying. I'm listening to her at episode 235. She is blowing up the lid on these people, boy. So she said he denied the funding. She said he declined to go. Okay, hold up. Hold up, girl. Hold up, girl. I think they came back and said that he was actually going to go. I think there's receipts that said that he was going to go, but initially she said that he received a offer of a lot of money, which he declined, and then also a threatening invitation to the other countries so they could be trained. He could be trained, or he could have a. Go ahead, girl. Mm. And she's being sarcastic right now. And she said that they said it's almost like when they told him to come over is to be re-educated about what's going on, and to also to have a photo op. They wanted to have him to have a photo op. I guess they could share, showing that he's supportive, and also to take him to some of the museums. She said that he said no. So now she's bringing in Seth Dillon. I don't know any of these people. I'm just bringing up their names because she's bringing it up. So she decided to message Seth Dillon about this Hampton meeting. She said Seth Dillon, who is normally very quick with a response, has not yet been able to respond. So is Seth Dillon mad at you now? Again, I'm just getting all the characters up and running. So she says she's gonna show what? You're gonna. This is the first time I think that she is showing the receipts. Go ahead. She says she normally doesn't show text messages, but her friend was unalive with a pew pew in the neck, so she says she is not in the state to be polite anymore. That should have been the time where a lot of them should have woke up and be like, holy crap. Anything this woman has on us, any documentation, anything she has on us, she's going to release. They should have been preparing themselves for that. I don't know why everybody is so gets shot. Don't get shot when the person that's next to you come after you. Don't be shocked when the person that next to you feel that you've done something wrong with them and they come after you. There's no reason to be shocked. They should have been wholly prepared for what she did and was about to do. But apparently they are aghast. Are they aghast because she is her? Is they aghast because she's a woman? Are they aghast because she's a black woman? I don't know. They are, but bidding besides this, they are insanely upset with this woman right now. So anyway, let's continue. So she's saying that she's demanding answers. Oh, Lord. So she just shared the text. Lord have mercy, Christ. First receipt. So anyway, she said she shared Bill Ackman. She said, Bill Ackman said, I feel incredibly privileged to have spent a day and shared a meal with CK this summer. He was a giant of a man. So that's Bill Ackman. Then she sent the text, any comment on this, Seth? Need a comment ASAP, please. Trying again here. You were present with Ackman, lost his mind on CK. Girl! Did you just... She said, I'm trying again here. You were present when Ackman lost his mind on CK and when Bob invited, when the leader, I called him the wrong name, thank God. When the leader of the other country invited him to the other country and CK refused. Text messages immediately following this meeting are circulating. I find Ackman's statement as though the meeting was somehow cordial to be incredibly disturbing. Are you at all disturbed by that tweet? Do you feel as I do that this tweet significantly betrays the defined purpose and mood of this? And I presume your final meeting with CK. Ciao. Girl. Jesus Christ. Okay, so apparently the Seth guy did not speak to her, but apparently he placed calls to Turning Point USA, according to Candace Owen. Go ahead, girl. So she went out to Seth, but she went out to two other people. who's at this meeting. She said nobody's willing to go on record. They're all messaging each other. Girl, how you know all this? Did somebody ever ask her how she know all this? Does she have spyware on all these guys? How you have all this insight? And by the way, I love your earring. That ruby, I think it's ruby. Is it ruby? I don't know. It's red. Hopefully it's ruby. How you know all this, girl? How do you know about that meeting? How do you know they're texting each other? How do you know about all the calls? Who do you have on the inside? Or is it that? Or is it that, who do you know? I would be so worried if I was them. She got too much insight. So either she is, I'm not even going to say she's psychic, but either she is very intuitive where she could take little clues and put it together, or she has some, you guys have some spies. Yeah, I have some rats in your nest. Yes. She said that they do know that somebody's leaking because somebody has a bit guilty conscience. Are you going to tell us who? About what happened at the Hamptons. Are you going to tell us who it is? Put it out there. She said, Seth, but she's calling them out. She said, I'm going to once again put it out there. Seth, Bill Ackman. She said that she's not going to name the other people, but she said she's going to name them later on this week. Were at the people that were at the Hamptons that gave CK some pressure. When the leader invited him to the other country. She said when the call came to her like that, she felt it as a threat. She said, okay, I'm inviting all of them, the ones that I spoke about the Hampton trip, to come on the platform. She said she will clear up the platform and allow them to say their piece. So I'm guessing. She said that Charlie was doing the rosary and he was doing mass. So it's possible that I think I understand why this is such an important issue. I think I understand now because, again, I don't know what CK, did I say his name? I'm sorry if I said his name. My apologies. I'm exhausted and I'm saying it, so I apologize, but I'm going to try to leave his name out of it. But anyway, I just said his name. CK, I kind of understand now why. And rest in peace, by the way. I continuously rest in peace. I understand now. I think I'm understanding now why this is such a. I think I am. Because she said that he started saying the rosary. So he wasn't saying the rosary before, girl. Is that what you're saying? Hold on, let me go. Hold on. He said Charlie was changing his perspective and he was saying the rosary. And you know, the rosary is aligned with Catholicism, if I remember correctly. She said that Charlie was going to mass, which is now I don't even understand why that is a big deal, unless it's a big deal. Unless it's a big deal. How did this become such a huge war on religion. Was she able to? She's able to bring everything in. She brings in the mystery. And this is why the woman Carrie Smith was talking about how this is not. Oh, it wasn't Carrie Smith. It was that girl Allie that was talking about how this is not an Agatha Christie book. She brings in the mystery. She's bringing the bad guys. She's bringing the receipts. She bring in the uh, most powerful people. She brings in cover up. She's bringing in conspiracy, allegations. She just brings everything into this web. And it started with this video. Wow. Oh, hell no. Did you just say that to us? Did you just say that nationally? She said that she was joking with CK right before telling him to just take the last step. What's the last step, girl? What the last step, girl? What are we talking about? What are you... So... Wow. Just... Wow. Oh, okay, good. I got it confused. Okay, good. She named his religious. So she finally named his religious because I was a little confused. Because I thought that he was part of that big congregation across the pond. That he was, But so she said that he was too smart to continue to be part of his religion, that he should move into hers. Wow. She said he was going to mass and everything. This so reminds me of back in the days, many centuries ago, where different where there was these wars among the various religions, and where people or religious leaders was going to foreign countries to, as a result of their belief, because a lot of them they used to call them, I think, Bible warriors and stuff like that. As a result of their belief, they used to go to these foreign countries, and they used to indoctrinate, if I think the word is wrong, they used to, teach their religion, and they expected people to join their various religious, and the people that didn't join didn't have a good outcome. There was a lot of religious wars for many centuries. A lot of religious war for many centuries. And a lot of people would go around and they used to try to get the most powerful person, the most influential person to, convert. So whether it's right or wrong, or whether it's true or false, it sounded like she was trying to convert old boy. It sounded like she was trying to convert old boy. She said that when she told him to come over to the other side, he said, ha ha. But yet he started speaking about Mary, I'm guessing the mother of Christ. She said, Lord have mercy. She said, once those steps start taking place, you stop associating yourself as a Judeo-Christian. Okay, that's the only comment I'm going to say about the religion. Okay? I don't want to know anymore. I don't want to know the definitions. I don't want to know about the fractions. I don't want to know the differences between Protestant, Catholicism, Judeo, Christianity. I don't want to know about that. This has gotten crazy and messy, and a lot. It's gotten really, really bad. this has gotten really bad. She is now out here, and now I kind of get it. She's out here saying that the person who was in charge of one of the biggest organization that was bringing at least a lot of young people into the various religious groups who are supposed to be conservative religion and support all kind of religious stuff. I mean, I know there's different fractions of Christianity and different fractions of, let's just leave it as Christianity. I know different people take different pieces of the Bible and they create their own religious fractions. So she's saying that this powerful young man, rest in peace, was switching sides because he felt a way about what was happening across the pond. And he was asking a bunch of questions. And she said that based on the answers that he was receiving, he was about to cross over. Well, that's what she's saying. That's what I'm hearing. That's what I'm interpreting. I could be wrong. This is why I'm listening to her, because I'm trying to understand how did this become so ugly and so messy. I think I said it on one of my lives before, my very short live when I was talking about her. They should have just left her alone. From the moment that she started talking about this, they should have just say, yo, the message should have came out like, yo, let it go, let her go. Let her do her. Don't say nothing. Just don't say nothing. Just let her do her. She's going to fizzle it out. But they all started responding to her. They all started trying to contradict her. Not knowing that this woman doesn't play when it comes to making a point, when it comes to a receipt. Some people just don't care. Some people will drag you to dirt if they feel that they have to. And now what it's looking like now is like this big, bad, angry machine is trying to go after this one individual. And depending on which side you are, whether you're on the side of the individual or the big machine, the whole thing seems insane. Let's continue. So she said that the leader across the pond was doing the most, because what he was doing is acting like that CK should be remembered. Oh, Lord have mercy. No, she didn't say the word like that. Why you had to say the word like that? Why you had to say the word like that? Why did she have to say the word like that? 22:14. Timestamp 22:14. Why you have to say the word like that? Why did you have to say the word like that? She named a group of people, and the way she said it, girl, you couldn't have said it nicer. You couldn't have a softer landing. You couldn't have a softer landing. Say that with with sweetness, with softness. Why did you have to say that as if he was I'm not gonna say the religious name. Why you had to say that, man? Now you brought a whole group of people into this fight, girl. Why you had to say it like that? You didn't even have to use those words, girl. What is wrong if he was part of that community? Why would you say that as if he was? Girl, oh my God, now she brought them into the fight. Oh my God. No wonder they call you anti this, anti that. You anti everybody, girl. And the face that you made when you said that, the name of the group, why did you have to do that, girl? Lord have mercy. Okay, she goes on and she said that she did not hear that his widow, EK, mentioned that this is where he was going with his religious belief, and he was part of the group, and she believed very sincerely that he still remained um, where his previous religious that they all know him by, he was still wearing that. He was still that person. He wasn't switching. She said, I will also call upon, since we're having fun, child. Did you wake up? I think she went to bed and she woke up to war. Yeah, what she did. Thank you. Oh, I'm gonna make sure I accept it. I'm gonna make sure I accept it. I think she woke up to war, girl. I think she made sure that everybody understand where she was at with this. I have yet to see, girl. Mm, 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 mm. I have yet to be, I mean, I think I'm flabbergasted. Oh my God. I'm flabbergasted, guys. Sorry about that. I'm flabbergasted. Flabbergasted. Lord have mercy. She's asking Turning Point to release audio. She's asking Turning Point to release audio. Okay, so now you're fighting with the organization that he was part of. You're fighting with a huge, massive, powerful group of religious people. You're fighting with the leader of a big country that is currently at war. You're fighting fellow conservative advocates. This is all a few days after the man was unalived. You woke up and you declared war with all these groups. That's what you did. You woke up and you declared war with all these groups, all by yourself. I know you have Tucker, maybe half of Megan. You went to bed and you woke up and said, you know something? I'm declaring war. Now, some people are saying that you did it selfishly because you wanted clicks and views, and that you're lying, and that you're a backstabbing snake, and you're disrespectful, you're unsensitive, and you're anti. Other people who are supporting you and listening to you think that you're the new Joan of Arc. I think I gave you the name. Because wasn't Joan of Arc one of them? Wasn't Joan of Arc unfortunately did not, continued life to be an old age because she was fighting against a very powerful people, and they took her out. Are you these people Joan of Arc? I'm not saying that there should be any violence. That's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I'm just saying the imagery, not anything that happened to Joan of Arc. That's not what I'm saying. Please don't come at me and say that I'm trying to put any negative thing. I'm just trying to give her just an idea of what she's doing, because like she's taking on the world. She used Matrix all the time. She doesn't appear to be Neo. She appears to be Morpheus. And you decided to take up this fight and to create this war with almost everything that you knew. Because of your friend and the unaliving of your friend. Now I know if anything happened to my peoples, because I've done it, I would do everything I can to get justice, because I've done it. But is this... I don't know, girl. I don't know. I'm still trying to figure... This is crazy. Wow. Anyway, she's at war. She declared war with the whole group. All right, so now she said that she knows which donors was pressuring him and why. She knows which people. She said that there's people that was pressuring him, meaning CK was pressuring CK to have certain people to speak at his events when CK did not want these people to speak at his events. She says she's calling Turning Points to release the footage of what CK said to Tucker Carlson before he hit the stage. Before they want them to release the tape. She wants them to release the tape of the conversation between CK and Tucker Carlson that apparently caused a huge uproar among the organization. That's what she wants. She wanted to play it. She said he was Mike. They both... She said they were both... She said she wants him to be released in his own words. Anything he had to say about any issue, she wants all of that to be released, because he was Mike. Tucker was Mike. Girl. Her friend was on the live and she wants to solve the mystery. If it was me, if my friend was on the live, I want to solve the mystery. But would I have tried to tear down everything that everybody believed that my friend was and is? Would have it been my mission to also not only find out what happened to my friend, but also to tear down the powerhouse surrounding his friends, his families, his business, or her friends, her family, her business? Would I have been a one-woman destructive team? I don't know. I just think that, that lady, one of the things that the lady was saying is that, what's her name? Allie was saying that it's like she's using everything. She's using this incident, what happened to CK, as a way to share her personal views on different subject matter, that she doesn't have any proof that anybody did anything besides what the person that did it, and this is not an Agatha Christie movie. That's what the woman, you have to go to the next, the latest episode to hear what she said about this lady. Anyway, let's go. said she wants everybody before coming about what took place. She said, why don't you guys release all your text message and everything that CK had to say? She specifically said, why don't we share what CK have to say in his own words, and I will share everything I have. So you mean to tell me this young lady has been talking about sharing this man's own words, and everybody around everything has been traumatizing other people who did the same thing? Even if the people that you said that they were in bad taste for sharing his negative words as a result after his passing, the fact is that one of your own, one of the women that you brought in, one of the women that you guys gave hugs to and supported for many years before you fired her, because I know she was fired, is saying the same thing. Everybody else is being pressured and or being held accountable for doing exactly what she just said that she wants everybody to do. This is insane. All right, girl, let's go. She said she wants Tucker Carlson to speak about that. She said she's sure. She said that she said she's sure. She said that Tucker Carlson would not have lied, and she wants Tucker Carlson and other people to come out and say clearly what they felt that this that he actually felt, meaning CK felt about this whole situation. I'm sorry, I just saw something with Tina. Babe, you look great. I don't know why you was into this ugly, let me leave it alone, because you have children. Anyway, talk about Tina Turner, former husband. No longer here. The one that did bad by her. All right, here you go. All right, here you go. All right, she said it. Timestamp 2018. She said that she has no evidence of the country across the pond had anything directly to do with old boy, rest his soul, not being here. That's what she said. She said it. I can't tell me that she didn't say it, because she said it. I'm listening to her say it. But then she goes on, she said, but, and this is the problem. Like, once you start saying with the whole but, that's a problem. Don't put a but. Just say a and. In fact, don't say nothing after that. Just let it go. Just let it sit there. Just let it sit. Don't even say nothing else. Don't even, girl, just let it go. But no, it's not you. You gotta continue. You gotta continue and say what you were about to say. Lord have mercy. Again, episode 235. We are now at 24:18 timestamp. Let's go. She says she doesn't like little lies. All right, so what was the lie? She said when there's one lie, there's 20. There's no reason to lie. That's what she said in her. She said that's what she says in her household. Girl, wait till your kids turn into teenagers. You better prepare yourself mentally. Because, girl, no matter how great a parent you are, no matter what you do, no matter how you spoon feed them, they're going to lie. So prepare yourself. I don't want you to have a nervous breakdown. So anyway, she said it's not only one. She doesn't like one lie. She doesn't like 20 lies. Let's continue. She said he could have gone on Fox News and go in there. He could have gone on Fox News and say truthfully that he always loved the big country across the pond. He's been there many times, CK, and throughout his career, he has been a faithful supporter of the country across the pond. That's true, she said. She said, but that's not what he said. He said he talks about the phone call and then didn't give it the proper context. So, girl, if he had come out and say what you just said, it was going to have the same meaning, no? I think you're missing something. I think you're missing something. You're not. You said that he could have said all of that. He was lawyer, blah, 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 believed all of that, blah, 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 blah. But why did you stop there? Because pretty much he tried to say, are you saying that he was, maybe the past tense? He should imply that it was a past tense? Because you said that's not what he did. He showed the letter. So I'm guessing your problem is that he made the past tense present? Wow. He said he didn't give it the proper context. She said that he lied by, she's talking about the leader from across the pond who came on Fox News. She said that he lied by omission. She said they are lies. She said lies by severe omission is lies. Girl. There's been so much lies, girl, throughout the years. What's going on? Whatever happened to the alternative news group? Didn't y'all guys push alternative news? Alternative truth? Whatever happened to that? When has truth really been something for you guys? For you in particular, have you always been a truth teller? Have you always been a truth teller? I don't even know what to tell you, man. I'm at a loss. But let's continue listening. This is very interesting. She said, okay, here we go. She said that you're not going to gaslight us. I don't know who's us. I'm guessing y'all. She's talking to the leader from across the pond. She said you're not going to call us anti your people. Right? You know how, anti your people, right? Girl, please, look at this concept. Girl. You know damn straight, why would they lie? Some of these people over here, they just going all in. Let me tell you something. I don't have anything against, this is content creators all in for Diddy. I don't have anything against all of them. I'm going to leave them alone. I'm going to pay my respect to the content creators that are actually covered the Diddy trial. I feel bad. I want to be around. Let me just say this. I want to be around when he when you guys find out the truth about who this guy really is, because you can't tell me that people are out here. There's videos and stuff like that. I haven't seen it. But you can't tell me that you 100% believe on somebody so bad that's done so many bad things, to the point that even them reporting that this guy was drinking is causing you to have an anxiety breakdown, that you have to defend him at all costs. It's crazy. Anyway, let's get back to Candace. Go ahead, Candace. Continue. Go ahead, girl. So she says she's calling him a lie. Go ahead. Wow. Okay. Wow. Oh, girl. 2516. She said that he's been changing his mind, meaning CK was changing his mind. That he was having second thoughts of the relationship between the country from across the pond in America, and that he felt that he was being blackmailed. Wow. Wow. She called out Seth Dillon and Bill Ackman and said that my platform is yours. But girl, she said if you want to clarify it, we could do it among million. She said that's what people deserve. She said everybody has PTSD. She said they watch him get unalived in the throat and everybody has PTSD. Lord have mercy, girl. And she keeps describing the incident in detail. Wow. Now she's gonna go. She talked about Greta Van Hudson. I don't know who that is. Asked the leader from across the pond. And his secretary hit. Oh, so that media personnel is the one, personality is the one that said, that asked the question to the leadership if he had anything to do with it. Oh my God, that's crazy. I heard that happened. I didn't hear the clip, but I heard what happened. So either way, she's calling them a bunch of liars. She said all they have to do is come on a show to clear it up and stuff like that. She said she has millions of views, and all they need to come up. That's what she's saying. No. She did. She did. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it, girl. It was on Newmax. She played the clip. Lord have mercy. It was a new. I can't believe I'm naming these shows. Go ahead, girl. I'm listening. She said that the absurdity of it, she's still going to ask him the question. She's saying that she's going to ask because she said there's a lot of rumors that the country in which he leads is part or caused the incident to happen. And the leadership, that's insane. Then he started being funny. He said that people say that, his country pushes the moon and the sun, and he's trying to be sarcastic and funny. He said that people thinking that they had anything to do with it is insane. She said absurd and stupid and ridiculous. He said that they just found the perpetrators. She said the people. Oh Lord, no, she didn't. No, she didn't. No, he didn't. No, he named the country. He said people have no shame, so when they hate his people, that's what they do. Okay, we're gonna move forward. We're gonna let you be, because you talking. I'm not. I don't want to make no mistake and say anything about the big people of that country. Or I don't even want to repeat what you said, because I don't want anybody to think that I am. She said that they said that everybody should stop talking about it. Ooh! Girl. 28:35. She said, we are sick of this shit. Lord have mercy. With the stain in her face. With the stain in her face. Girl. Do you curse a lot, girl? Girl, do you curse a lot? What's going on? Mm-mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm-mm. So now she's talking about she wants to figure out why is everyone lying. Lord, no you didn't. No you didn't. God, please, 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 please don't let her play that clip. If she, oh hell no, no. If she plays one of the clips that I played, I'm about to get pissed off. I'm about to lose my damn mind, because if she played one of the clips that the casino took offense to and removed my permanent pass, I'm about to lose my damn mind. Maybe the casino is pissed off at Candace. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe the casino has a connection. Maybe I got it all wrong. Maybe the casino sees me as a black female and they are connecting me to Candace. Maybe that's what happened. Because if this woman shared the same clip that I just shared that got me in trouble, I'm about to lose my damn mind. Because she's about to share a clip of her friend talking about the Epstein. Let me see which clip she's playing. We are at 29:09. Go ahead, girl. Yep. She just did it. She just played one of the clips that I played in my video. Yes, she did. She just played one of the clips that I played in my video to make a point that me and this CK was aligned with the same thoughts, meaning that we wanted to know what happened with the Epstein files. She just played it. Girl. Me doing that article caused so much drama. These people tried to drag me, and only them. Only the casino. Other people, when they saw it, nobody else had any other issues. I played it for other, and normally my mega brothers and sisters would be like, oh, Mama Flip, nah, you shouldn't play. Nobody had a problem with it except for that one casino. Nobody came at me, said anything, except for the one casino. So they must have felt that I was doing a Candace. These people. Anyway, she played a video of him saying that, about the Epstein files. So she played that video. That's 29:22. I played the same video, and I got in trouble. Mm-mm. Mm. 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 Wow. Mm. 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 Wow. Wow. The same exact video. The same exact video. The same exact video. Mm. 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 Wow. Whew. Mm. 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 Wow. Wow. Mm. 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 Guys, I can't even play it. I played this whole thing. Mm. I played this whole thing. She played the whole thing. I played the exact video on my reporting. She just played the same clip that I played. And these people were butthurt when I played that as part of my reporting. And she said that it doesn't sound like the same narrative. This is what she said that was being pushed by the leadership of that big country. Shit's crazy. Girl. Girl, I got in so much trouble and putting that clip on my video, girl. You got 5.5 million. How much you have? 5.55 million subscribers. Me, I lost a pass. Let's continue. She's gonna say something important. She's angry. She said that she's very angry, so she's warning everybody she's angry and she's praying. She's trying to pray to move on from this phase. Well, girl, you haven't moved on. This is the first video, and then you're still going a month later. Says she has fire in her belly right now. She said, here we go. She said, for those of you who think that you're going to replace her friend, she said, what? What did you say? What did you say to those who think they're going to what? Say again? I need to repeat what she just said. Think you're going to replace CK. She said, kings are born. You can't just get to the pose and follow an individual. Girl. Did you just call your friend a king? God rest his soul. Did you just call your friend a king, girl? Okay. All right. She just called her friend. Wow. Mm. She just called her friend a king. And she said you can't just depose him and tell us that we have to follow somebody else. That's what she just said. It's not gonna happen. And then she goes on to say, she says she's one of the Masons of Turning Point USA. If you put a shell in his, if you put a shill to replace CK chair and his company, and you try to tell us to follow that individual, I will be an enemy of you. Lord, she just declared herself an enemy of the entire company. She just declared herself the enemy of the entire company. These people are actually having a freaking heart attack right now when it comes to this woman. They are having a heart attack. She said there'll be nothing that can stop it. She said it's not a threat, it's a promise. She said there was nothing that was. She said there will be nothing that could stop me. She said she's gonna release it. She's gonna release every single text message. She said she's seen the messages. She said back up right now. You see this? You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? But I told y'all. 3210, episode 235. Didn't she tell you back off? She gave y'all warning. She gave y'all grace. She gave you courtesy. She said to y'all, leave me alone. I'm about to go ham on your ass. I'm about to explode the whole world around y'all, around your head. She said to back off. She said it. She gave you grace. She gave you grace. She said back off. She said let it go. Let me do what I'm going to do. Let me go cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Let me go all in. Let me say everything I have to say. Back off. Don't say shit. Let it go. Let it flow. Which I didn't. No, I didn't. I started talking mad crap about this woman. Talk about how you have receipts, how she got it wrong, and that she hates the community. She's hurting him. She's hurting her friends. She's hurting the widow. She's hurting the children. She's hurting everybody. And she's nothing but a shouting, liar, begging, thieving, lying snake who is trying to make money off of CK's unalivement. That's what y'all guys said. This woman said, and she looking at you serious in the camera. She said at 3210, back off. 32.9, back off. Y'all didn't want to back off? Now we're here, 30 days later. Let's go. She said, don't do it. She said, don't think about it. She said, I know who you are. I know who was putting pressure. She said, don't pretend to be noble now. And say nice things about CK. And think you're going to slide into his chair. Lord have mercy. Okay. She said, over her DEAD. Over her DEAD. She said, over her she put that out there, girl. Why you putting that word in the atmosphere, child? Why? Ooh. So guys, I'm gonna pause and say, if y'all listening to me, thank you so much for being here and listening to me. What I'm doing is I'm doing a watch party and commenting what old girl have to say. This is the first video after the unalivement. I already just listened to the last video. This is the first video. I am at 32:29 timestamp, and she just sent out a flare, a threat, and they didn't listen. Go ahead. Mm-mm. All right. Sure, it does. And now she go into commercials. Girl. Who else want to hear your Let me be nice. I only want to hear your Let me be nice. Whew. Girl. Girl. What did you have to say? I'm sorry. I'm listening. Okay, hold on. Okay, now she's gonna do some stuff. Now she's getting into what they know about what the authorities are saying. Okay, so now she's playing Michael Savage. What Michael Savage had to say is pretty much all of y'all right now. Michael Savage said the so-called FBI, something is wrong. He said, I'm sure I shouldn't do this. He's risking a lot to go against the FBI. So you have people that supporting you, girl. You got a Michael Savage with the Savage hat on. You know what I'm saying? He's a white T male, old, fully gray. But there you go. You got one. You got one right here. Let's see what Michael Savage have to say. She said, Lord, Michael, why you had to call them the MAGA FBI, yo? What were you beforehand, Michael Savage? Were you part of the MAGA community, sir, or were you separate from the MAGA community? This is another thing I started noticing. There's been a separation that I'm still trying to understand. So you have the current administrative supporters, right? The one that put him in, support him, but they're not MAGA. Is that where we are now? Anyway, let's continue here. Mr. Savage, go ahead. He said something very wrong with what he just heard. He said he watched it, and he was hoping they caught the person that did it. He said he saw a video, a person jumping off the roof. That looks legitimate. He said, however, there was no pew-pew in his hand. He said there's something wrong with the whole thing. He said that the pew-pew that was used, there is no way to break it down that quickly, and he didn't see it on the alleged perp hands. He said the dismantling of the actual weapon in 2 seconds, unbelievable. He said it's disabled. He lists the weapons that they're talking about. He said it's not believable. He said, by the way, the photo of the pew-pew has the barrel installed. Later in the forest. So he's saying, how can all of this happen? Go ahead. He said, we're supposed to believe a guy is on a run. After he did what he did, he paused in the woods to re-put together the pew and then just leave it for everybody to find. FBI to find. He said he doesn't believe a word of it. Michael Savage said he shouldn't do it. He's putting himself at risk, but he don't believe a word of it. She said, I can't take it anymore. She can't take the video. Girl, you made me jump. He said he can't take the BS of the effing government lying to us at 37. Why you gotta get loud, Mike? What happened, boy? Relax. We hear you. Damn. He said, lying to them. He said something is wrong. She said something is so wrong, it's sickening. She said, sickening is a lot of what they're feeling because Michael Savage ended up, this is sickening. She said, sickening is what all of them is feeling right now. And a lot of them, all they're trying to do is investigate and see what happened. So she's saying that the FBI said that they came out, they were looking for another person. And she said, good, because obviously they don't have enough. I don't think they're looking for another person, girl. Unless you're talking about now the alleged transgender roommate. So she wants everybody to read a book called Chaos about Charles Manson and CIA and the secret history of the 60s. Girl, we don't want to read any books that got you who you are. Because we're already having enough trouble as it is living in this world without adding more drama to our thoughts, more, traumas. So anyway, she wanted everybody to read Chaos, Charlie Manson, the CIA, and the secret history of the 60s. Y'all let me know how it turned out. Okay, she's telling us what we learned from that book. If the government does want to watch something, what they do is they give you so much information that you can't process it and you don't know what's real because there's so many different takes. She said in the case of Chaos, Charlie Manson, there was so many people talking about it, so many stories, it was a chaos, magazines, etc., etc. That's what she's saying. Says she's not gonna allow them to get away with it, and she said what happened traumatized the world, and she says, you say what? When it comes to this, the media, the government, the talking head, everyone is confusing us about what happened. She's putting everybody in one big boat. The media, the government. It's crazy. She says she wants to know everything, including who picked the venue, who made that decision. She said this is what you know thus far. Okay. Go ahead. Now she's going to talk about what they know so far and who supplied the videos. So, okay, it started at 8:07. According to TMZ, they have the footage. And you're gonna show the footage at 8:07, an hour before the pew pew, wearing a maroon t-shirt and white shorts. Is that white? It looks gray to me. So she's showing the video of that day. That pants look gray to me. Hands in pockets. Just walking outside the university ground. Governor Cox said at 8:29 to interested timeline. That is when the pew pew, Tyler Robinson, arrived at UVU campus in a plain maroon t-shirt, light colors, and shorts, and a black hat and white logo. All right, so now she's gonna play Governor Cox, and he's telling about when Robinson arrived at 8:29 in the Dodger. He names exactly what she just named. They showed the video of him walking, and then he got into his car. Then he drove to campus at 8:29. Okay, all right. So she's saying that, we saw him walking. So what they're saying, he was walking on the video, because there's a video of him walking, and all of a sudden he got in the Bronco, and then he actually, I think she said Bronco, and then he ended up in a car, and he's going to the campus. She said that in itself is confusing, but we're going to continue. So TMZ released at 11:49. You have footage of the person who did the incident, who changed his outfit. We're supposed to gather that. And a different 11:49 doorbell, and they see him with another outfit, with a change of outfit. So TMZ. Yeah. So now they have this person with an outfit and limping. They said that this person All right, so they have a video of a guy who was limping, and they said that the guy who was limping actually had the pew pew in his pants. Now they're talking about another. Now she's talking about something else now. 12:23 is the time. Condolence. Girl, you just said black person. Girl, she just said 48:17. She said black person. What? I was just about to curse you out. I was just about to yell at you very loudly. So she said that, after the incident happened, there is a video of somebody. She meant to say somebody in black, but she said black person. Girl, see, this is the kind of nonsense that get us in a lot of trouble, woman. So anyway, let's continue. I'm gonna go back. So she said there's a footage. She said there's a footage Said that there's footage as she has a footage that as the crowds duck, there's a video of they saw a perp running across the roof. She says significant 12. She has the angle and the person running across the rooftop. A lot of them are down. Yep. They're saying that he dismantled the gun. The pew pew. And she said there's a lot of people, she said a lot of people say it did not happen. She said a lot of people who actually have pew pews and stuff that say it did not happen. Now, let me tell you something. I'm a sharpshooter Marine myself. It's been a very, very long time since I dismantled something. I used to dismantle M16 back in the days, and I never was able to dismantle an M16 and break it down and take the barrel and everything and the pin and everything like that. I was never able to dismantle it in 2 seconds. So if they're saying that that's what happened, I don't know. But that time frame is crazy. So I don't know. That's a lot for me. I know exactly how to dismantle. It's been a long time, but I know exactly how to dismantle, and you can't do that in 2 seconds unless something else is going on. So a lot of people that she spoke to say it's not possible. It's not accurate. There's no way. I'm going to go back a little bit again because I want to hear exactly what she said. Go ahead. All right. What did they say? What exactly did they say happened to the pew pew? Go back. Okay. So that's exactly what they were saying. So that's what she's saying. That's what I thought she said. She said that apparently the video, they're saying the video where the perp is running across the roof, as he was running, he was also dismantling the pew pew. That's what they said. And she's saying a bunch of military personnel, people that she reached out, said that that's impossible to do. All right, let's continue. So they call that part a lie. So here's the craziest part of everything. Now she's talking about somebody called Decoy Boy. First of all, that man is a grown-ass old man. There's nothing boyish about this guy. So you can't say Decoy Man, or we can't just put a Decoy. Why you gotta make it a Decoy Boy? That old man, just call him an old man. The old man that was a decoy. Anyway, let's continue. So anyway, she's talking about that. George Zen get arrested. He's making a lot of noise. He said that he's the one that unalived. At 12:52. So George want him to do something. Okay, so because George did what he did and acted like he was he did it and stuff like that, she feels that he was a decoy. He was a deliberate decoy. Go ahead, girl. I'm listening. She said, we don't know. She said at 45:01, she said, we don't know what the heck is going on. There was no way this guy could run across the roof and dismantle. Then you had the decoy man, who she called decoy boy. She said she doesn't know what the hell is going on, but at the end of the day, all of this was wrong. Then, it's a then. Then she has at 12:29 p.m. TMZ showing there's a person running through the backyard. This person supposed to be, she said, the person that's running through the yard. TMZ is alleging that was the person. They said that nobody could confirm that. Okay. So they said apparently the pew pew was found in the woods. And it was wrapped by a dog towel. When they gave the photo of the pew pew, they say it was fully assembled. So it was fully reassembled. So they're saying they accused that the person who was running through the top of the roof unassembled it. Then after that, the TMZ have several pictures of people coming and going. The last one, the person running. Then they say they found the pew pew on in the forest, and the pew pew was reassembled. So they're trying to figure out whether the FBI reassembled it or somebody else. They said none of this makes sense. That's what she's saying. None of this makes sense. Let's continue. They said, she said, is it possible that they reassembled it for a photograph? That's crazy. You can't touch stuff in a crime in a crime scene. So there would have been no way, or that would have been crazy if they did do that. But she said that they said that they found it completely in one piece within the towel. So now they're talking about, now she's talking about the next piece of equipment they found, or tool that they found, was a screwdriver on the roof. Okay, I get it. So she said that they said that there was a screwdriver that was left on the roof, so that's probably what he used to undo the gun. I mean, the pew pew. Sorry, guys. Pew pew, you too. While he was on the rooftop, he wanted to make sure, left the equipment, but took the pew pew, but then left the pew pew in the woods. So he left the screwdriver and left it, and now she's talking about they submitted photos. The photos of the person that did the crime. She said that they have no outfit number 2. There's no timeline. This person, they said that there's no pew pew in the pants leg. They see him bending one leg in the photo and bending another leg on the photo. All right, so now they're unclear about the first story, in which they said the pew pew was in his leg, because you could see he's bending one leg and bending another. This is what she's saying. She said there's a lot of cameras and a lot of footage that could be released and make people feel better about all this. She said there's tons of different videos. She doesn't know why they're getting grainy. Videos or photos. There's been a ton of people going through everything, that she doesn't understand why they can't get provided clear photo, clear video. Now she started talking about this right after he unalived you. This is the first video of what is called the CK series, and she's asking about all of this. And by she, I mean Candace Owens. So she said they could all give the footage from every angle. I don't know. Not every. I guess she must know that campus have cameras all over the place. Not every place have cameras all over the place. They allude to it, but not everybody. But she said, why can't we? They get all. Not we. You know, I'm out of this. But why can't they get all the videos and photos? Image. She says she's not going to let this go. She says she knows it under a lot of pressure, but she's not going to let this go. Girl, she said that she's not going to let it go, but you were what? She said not going to let it go. She doesn't want the public to let it go. Because you were spiritually impacted by the incident. Okay, so she wants everybody to keep that energy and understand that something is very wrong. Girl. She said nothing there started to feel good to her. She said the only thing that felt good to her about all of this was when they said that there might be somebody else involved. She said that part sound about right. Everything else is a bunch of BS. That's what she's saying. Apparently in the beginning, there was a story of two people. And she said that she could see that, possibly two people blending in. Girl, you're giving yourself a whole lot. She said, why would the person change their outfit if it's a random fashion show? So there have to be two. I guess, I don't know. Girl, I'm probably going to steal those words too. She said they told her, or told them, us in general, the public, that the same guy who wore the maroon outfit is still wearing the same maroon T-shirt after the 24 hours. 24 hours later, 32 hours later. So she said that they said that when the incident happened, he changed the outfit, I guess to leave or do something else to get away. He had one outfit on, he changed the outfit. So she said that after he had one outfit, changed the outfit, you telling us 32 hours later, he put back the same outfit, allegedly, that was part of the incident? Girl, you are really digging into this stuff. She said no shower time. So she said the TR, which is the person that allegedly did the crime. She's talking about a story that is associated with him. She said that the father and the pastor TR, the perp, after speaking to pastor and his dad turned it in, Bill Atkins put in $1 million. Thanks, Bill. He said because he really cared about CK. So now the money is going to where? The father of the child, who's after prayer, he turned himself in. So she's alluding that that the son that is currently incarcerated is probably doing it for the father to get the money, or the family to get the money, the reward money. I'm guessing that's what you alluded to, ma'am. So now they're saying that he hasn't confessed, okay? She is saying, how do you get arrested without confession? She said, if I say my kid did it, is that enough for arrest? I guess in this administration, yes, ma'am. They say the father said he did it, but the kid didn't say he did it. That's what she said. All right. She has the video where the governor said the kid did not confess. He said some of his friends apparently was joking with him online, saying that they thought it was him, but he denied it. He was online. I say that he denied it. He agreed. Governor Spencer Scott Cox did agree that the conversation was happening between the alleged perp and his friends. His friends did not believe it was actually him. Well, she played the clip. She played the clip in which he said that he did not confess. He said the perp is not cooperating. The people around him is cooperating. She said that's very important. Oh, Lord. So this is the first time that the Governor Cox says that the person that lived with TR, the perp, alleged perp, I should say alleged perp because this have some doubt on it. He lived with a boyfriend. This is what the governor said. Who is transitioning? Lord have mercy. So now she goes on and she says that now there were messages on Discord. There was a government. So now she's going in and talk about how there was a messages on Discord that the governor is talking about. So so you have the videos, you have the photos, you have the clothes change, you have the dismantle and mantling of the actual equipment. You have the governor saying different things. You have people saying that he confessed when he didn't confess. You have the money going to the father or the family because they turned him in. And now she's talking about the Discord messages. You have the conversation about him having a transgender boyfriend. And now she's talking about the message in Discord. Go ahead, girl. So he's saying that he's saying that in the Discord that was sent by the perp, they were talking about the picking up of the actual pew pew that was at the forest. So in the message they talk about the pew pew being in the forest. In the message they talk about the perp TR actually changing outfits. So apparently the whole situation, the whole plan was in the Discord. Okay. What do you have to say about that? Mm-hmm. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Hold on. Now she said Discord. Who the hell in Discord would actually reply? She said now some Discord completely debunk what was just said by the governor. So go ahead. So apparently Discord came back and said that they looked at it and there is nothing there. There's no evidence. There's no text that shows that someone has wrote out that they actually executed this incident. She said that Discord said that's not true. So that means the Governor Cox is lying too about a Discord message. She said maybe they need more time. She said if they need more time to investigate, because they could get a lot of time, because she said it would be never that I let this go. Girl, 54:45. She said it would be never that I let it go. Did you hear what this child says? Oh, Lord have mercy, Christ. She said, I will never let this go. She said everything spiritually feel very wrong here. She said it feels like we are being lied to. By who? She's not sure. Girl, you sure now? Because you call everybody name, boy. You calling the conservative. You calling the media. You calling the federal government. You calling Trumpy. You even mentioned Trumpy girl. You calling the country on the other side with the leadership. You name everyone but God as part of this setup. You named everyone. So anyway, but at the time she said she didn't know who. She said, are there some good guys? She said, of course there are some good guys because there's always good guys in government. She said there's too many bad guys in government. Girl, when did you wake up to that? Can somebody explain? You know something? Maybe. Maybe it's me. Maybe it's me. What? When did you decide that you wake up to there's too many bad guys in government? When did you realize that? When you were working hand in hand to try to put the current government in place, when did you finally wake up and like, you know something, this is not good. This is not working. When did you do that? Did you do that prior to what happened to CK, or did you do it after what happened to CK? Anyway, let's finish. So she doesn't feel good about this. She says she's going to continue to follow this. She's going to tighten up the timeline with the up-to-date information that she could probably have. Everything that she could possibly learn about the dad, the father that was involved in it. She want to know more about the father. He's being described as hero because he turned in his son. She says she trusts nothing. She trusts absolutely nothing. She thinks everybody needs to be investigated. Girl. She said anybody that's even been mentioned should be investigated. She said we have a right to do that, and we're going to do that. So now she's about to go into the comments. Now she's going to talk about the commercials. She has a bunch of commercials. Wait a minute. Did you have donate? Hold on. Did you? Wait a minute. What? Hold on. I know you didn't do that. I know that's not there. Hold on. Oh, wait a minute. Girl, did you just So, you went to war with the organization, but prior to going to war with the organization, you actually are helping raise money to TP USA? That's what my understanding the first time? You actually have a promotion to raise money for the group. In memory, some type of memory. All right, and then after that, she goes into her reading the comments from her supporters and people that's been there. So she before, hold on, what did you say? She goes on, she said, you are not meant to watch your friend be on a live in that way. And you're angry, girl. Welcome to the Black America, girl. I think that besides her fighting the establishment and besides her fighting for his memory, I think she has just awakened up to Black America. That's how I feel about this, the young girl. I don't know how old Candace Owen is, but I think she just woke up to Black America. Because, girlfriend, do you know how many of us wake up in a sea of violence? Do you know how many of us lost loved ones because of violence? Do you know how many of us fear the sound of the pew pew? A lot of us was raised around that. A lot of us jumped up in our sleeps, or a lot of us had to be careful going to stores, going to school, because we all lived in that environment. And it's horrific and heartbreaking that she had to lose a friend. No one should lose anybody as a result of violence. No one has a right to take anybody out. You didn't put them in, you don't have a right to take them out, period. I've always said that. But to hear you talk is like, I'm just wondering if you're finally beginning to get it. Are you finally beginning to get it? Because based on your reputation, what I heard, you place a lot of blame on the individual or the family for the mishap that happened to them. So do you get it now? You say you're angry. Are you angry more than just what happened to CK, or are you angry in the world overall about how power begets power, how all powerful will stop at nothing to keep that power? Are you there? I don't know what happened to CK. I'm not falling in line with any conspiracy or anything like that. It possibly the person who they have is the who knows? I don't know what happened. But I think that she's finally beginning to wake up to the reality that a lot of us black folks, especially black women, has been living for many, many years. I honestly feel that Miss Candace Owen has been very privileged her whole life. And I think that what happened to her friend may have opened her eyes. May have. We'll see. We'll see. So anyway, that's episode 235. I finally had the chance to listen to the very first one. There's a lot more to come. I just listened to the first one and the last one. There's a couple of them that I kind of heard in between where she gave a lot of tea. I may take the time to go back through the rest of them because I am very interested to see how she came from this particular one, the very first one, to making enemies with every single person that she ever collaborate, and even if they didn't collaborate with her, and they had things to say about her, because some of the things that she said is that, oh, she knew that this person hated CK and went against CK or trying to backstab him. She knew that this person hated her. She shared some receipts that she and CK talked about the people that actually hated her. You have this guy, Ben Shapiro, I think his name, that she's after now. That's the recent person that she's after, saying that he's acting as if he didn't hate CK and that he didn't try to set him up, etc., etc., etc. There's a lot of tea that's coming out from this young lady. There's a lot of tea. She's causing a lot of havoc and stuff like that. And I'm all here for it. I'm here for every single thing. I'm here to watch everything, listen to everything that she has to say. I find that to be completely interesting. But I just want to say to Miss Candace Owen, welcome to the Black experience, girl. Because a lot of us been living it for a very long time. Welcome in. And I wish you all the luck with your investigation. All right, guys, later. Later. Okay, thank you. Bye.